In this video, I am going to walk you through a neat little hack to get auto-generated captions on your YouTube Shorts. Yeah, the exact kind of captions you see on Reels or other viral clips. And I'll also show you a smoother alternative workflow using Vizard, so you don't have to deal with ugly captions or monthly subscriptions forever. I am Raphael, and welcome back to the channel where we try to solve things in camera first, and then tidy them up in post. I've been waiting for YouTube Shorts to add a built-in auto caption feature like Instagram Reels has. But as of today, it still isn't there. Premiere Pro has captioning, sure, but I never loved the aesthetic. It feels clunky and kind of generic. And those third-party apps, most of them want monthly fees and still don't look great. So here is the trick I've been using, plus how Vizard changes the whole game if you want a more streamlined, long-term solution. Okay, so the Instagram trick. It is a little workaround, but it actually gets you clean, readable auto captions with a handful of steps. First, finish your edit. Keep it under a minute. YouTube Shorts only pushes clips that are 60 seconds or less. Next, put a solid black layer above everything in your timeline, or just drop the opacity of your footage to 0. So the exported file is black visually, but still contains the audio. The reason we'll export a black video is important in a second. Transfer that file to your phone. Open Instagram, go to Reels, and upload the clip. When you preview it, hit the sticker button and choose Captions. Instagram will transcribe the audio automatically. It takes a few seconds, depending on the length and clarity of the audio. Pick the caption style you like. I tend to go for a bold, slightly larger option, and make sure you don't place the captions too close to the bottom. This matters because Instagram likes to stamp your handle or logo at the bottom when you save the reel, and you don't want your captions overlapping that area. You can tap to edit any words the auto-transcription messes up, which is great, because usually names or niche terms need fixing. After you are happy, hit Done, share to Reels, and once it is posted, just tap the 3 dots and save to camera roll. Very important. Go back to Instagram and delete the reel from your profile so it doesn't sit on your feed. You only used Instagram for the captions. You don't want the platform branding to live there. Now bring that saved reel back into your editor. I am using Final Cut Pro in this example, but any NLE will work. Put the reel on your timeline and set your original footage, opacity, back to 100. You'll notice the captions are white on black because you exported the audio on a black background earlier. Change the blending mode of the caption clip from normal to screen. That makes the black disappear and leaves only the white text. Next, crop out the Instagram logo and your handle at the bottom. A small bottom crop will do. Then, scale and position the caption clip so it sits nicely on your footage. Double-check timing and export. Once exported, you can upload that file to YouTube Shorts. Small tip: if you are uploading from desktop, uncheck Publish to Subscriptions so you don't spam subscribers with an upload that was primarily made through this trick. You can also transfer it back to your phone and upload straight from there. Yes, Reels only allows 1 minute, so this isn't a one-size-fits-all solution for longer content. But it is a perfect workaround for shorts and highlight clips. All right, now the honest bit. The downsides of this method: it is manual and a bit kludgy. You have to export, transfer to phone, use Instagram, save, transfer back, and do some masking and cropping in your editor. To remove the watermark, that's fine if you're doing a handful per week, but once you start scaling to dozens of clips, it gets tedious. Plus, the styling options are limited to Instagram's presets. Not terrible, but not ideal for creators who care about brand consistency. This is where Vizard comes in and why I bring it up here. If you make long-form content and want to turn it into dozens of short, captioned, platform-ready clips without juggling apps, Vizard actually streamlines that entire flow. Instead of doing the Instagram dance, you upload your long video to Vizard. The AI scans for the most engaging moments. It picks the likely viral snippets, chops them into ready-to-post clips, and gives you captioned versions styled consistently. You can tweak the captions, change the styles, and even batch export. So rather than one-off hacks, you get a repeatable process that stays on brand. Beyond the caption aesthetics, another massive time saver is Vizard's auto schedule and content calendar. Once the clips exist, you set posting frequency, and the AI queues them up across your socials. No more manual scheduling or juggling dozens of files. Vizard handles the timing and distribution. And if you decide to pivot the caption style or change the cropping for a different platform, the content calendar lets you modify and republish without starting from scratch. Compare that to typical third-party caption tools. A lot of them charge recurring fees and only do captions or only do scheduling. Premiere Pro can generate captions, but it is not designed for fast, bulk short-form creation and lacks the content calendar and scheduling convenience. Instagram Reels handle transcription nicely, but forces you into a manual pipeline and leaves that watermark problem. Vizard sits in the middle. It auto-edits smartly, gives you brand-consistent styling, and automates scheduling. It's not magic. You still want to check the epics and fine-tune, but it's way less grunt work. Practical tip: if you still want to use the Instagram method occasionally, make sure you keep your key audio clear and avoid overlapping music when possible. The more distinct your voice is, the cleaner the transcription will be. And always watch caption placement relative to any UI elements on YouTube and TikTok. Keep safe margins near the bottom and top. Another subtle advantage of Vizard I like: it helps when you are repurposing long videos. Say you have a 1-hour live stream. Manually hunting for highlights is slow. Vizard finds those attention spikes automatically, so you end up with a batch of clips that are actually more likely to perform well, and it can add captions as part of the export. You still get the control to fix any phrasing, but you don't waste hours scrubbing the timeline. At the end of the day, if you are doing a few shorts each week and you don't mind the extra steps, the Instagram captions hack is free and it works pretty well. But if you are serious about scaling content from long form to short form without redesigning your workflow every month, Vizard saves time and removes the messy parts. No watermark hacks, no repeated exports, and one place to manage everything. So yeah, quick recap. Finish your edit under 1 minute, export with a black background, so Instagram's caption overlay can be isolated. Upload to Reels, add captions, save to camera roll, delete the reel, bring it back into your editor. Change blend mode to screen. Crop out the Instagram branding and export for YouTube Shorts. Or save yourself the round trip and try a tool like Vizard that auto-detects clips, applies captioning consistently, and schedules posts for you. Either way, try to keep captions away from the very bottom of the frame. That is where platform UI and watermarks like to live. If you found this useful, hit that like button, because it actually helps YouTube push this video to more creators who need these tricks. I also live stream over on my second channel where I dive deep into the creative process, workflow optimizations, and freelance business stuff. Thanks for watching. And if you want help turning long videos into short, captioned clips that actually perform, check out the Vizard workflow. It has changed how I approach repurposing content and might save you a ton of time.